Yeah. Hello and welcome. Buddhahat in here with another Adobe product tutorial. Today we are going to be moving away from the Adobe Premiere Pro. So today we are going to be talking about the Adobe Photoshop Lightroom Classic, which is a photo development software that makes your photos look mwah. So today we are going to be learning about its interface. So I had already opened it, and so without further ado, let's just jump into it. Before we go any further, as I pointed out in my previous tutorials, I like to introduce the beginner to a software's interface so that you know how to maneuver within it before we get into details. So first off, we are going to be going to this file tab over here. So we are going to be what it comprises is the new catalog, open catalog, open recent, and as I keep pointing out from my previous tutorials, these abbreviations right here are the shortcut keys to the actual function that you're doing right there. You can optimize your catalogs from here, import photos and video, import from another catalog, import a Photoshop Elements catalog, threaded capture. To demystify what threaded capture is, it's if you get your camera connected to the computer, that is what is called, and you're trying to copy. This is for capturing pictures from the camera directly if you're connected to the camera via cable, and you can actually get even to preview the pictures as you take them. Auto import, you can auto import, and these are the settings over here. You can import and develop profiles and presets. Over here is where you export your final product from, and you can export with previous, export with preset, and these are Lightroom presets, so to speak, so you can export also as a catalog. All these options are grayed out for now because we don't have any material imported. You can email photos, you can plug in extras, they are non-defined and it's grayed out. You can show a quick collection, you can save a quick collection, you can clear. So library filters, you can enable them, you can lock filters, you can filter by preset, and all these we are going to be covering them later in depth. If you're connected to a printer, you can print your stuff directly from the software, and this is the page setup, and this is the shortcut keys. So let's go to the edit part where you get undo, remove photos, or redo, undo and do stuff. Here you can select all. It's basically what it is about. You can insert a selection, you can select only active photos, and you can deselect active photos. We have all this because they are grayed out because we don't have material yet. We are going to be importing in a jiffy. So over the edit tab, we got this preferences panel, and if you click on it, it just takes you to the preferences panel over here where you get your general presets, external editing, file handling, interface, performance, Lightroom sync, display, and network. We are not going to be covering them today, so let's just slide to the next. I'm going to cancel this. Here is where you can get to develop. If you click on it, there are options that just are grayed out for now, but you can develop a new shot, and you can create a new preset when you edit via this one on the right hand side over here, this panel. We are going to be talking about that later. Here you can clear your history, you can do a previous photo and next photo. You can create virtual copies, you can rotate, you can flip, you can horizontal, vertical, you can set flag. If it's a flag photo, you can unflag it, you can reject, set rating, color, and color labels. These are just for editing purposes. So if we go to the settings, you can reset all settings from right here, and you can update current process version, you can process version, indeed proofread, you can proof from this side, and these options are all grayed out, and we are going to be discussing them later in depth, copy settings, paste settings from previous, which you can copy and paste, and these as I keep reminding you, are the shortcut keys for all that. So let's go to the tools panel where you can get to crop, spot removal, and by the way, all these things that you are seeing right here, they are over this panel right there. Here I'm going to be like explaining to you what crop is, spot removal, red eye. If you're new to this, I know this is going to be like, it is going to cause you a lot of confusion if you don't get to know what they actually stand for. We go to view, you can hide your toolbar, and this is where you can get all these options of zooming in, zooming out. These are all aspects of editing, but for the beginner they are confusing, and I will strive to keep it simple. If we go to window, this is where you get all this. You can make an impromptu slideshow from the pics that you have. Lightroom has a timeline, and I'm going to show you all panels and screen mode, lights out. These are things I will be covering each step by step, and this is the help and what's new.